Good day everyone, this is Walenjoy Imakari, a BA Ed 4 student at Negros Oriental State University, Sharon Campus. In this video, I'm going to discuss the topic under the Unit 3, incorporating self-assessment and peer assessment across subjects. Before we jump into the most important part of the topic, let's have first to discuss what is self-assessment, why use self-assessment, what is peer assessment, and other important details. Now, do you wondering what is self-assessment? Self-assessment is more accurately defined as a process by which students monitor and evaluate the quality of their thinking and behavior when learning. Identify strategies that improve their understanding and skills. Now, why use self-assessment? Because it promotes the skills of reflective practice and self-monitoring. It promotes academic integrity through students' self-reporting of learning progress. It develops self-directed learning. It increases students' motivation and it helps students develop a range of personal transferable skills. Conceptualized here as a combination of three components related in a cyclical ongoing process. First stage, self-monitoring, self-evaluation, and identification and implementation of instructional correctiveness as needed. As you can see in this figure, first stage is self-monitoring. It is where a skill necessary for effective self-assessment. So it involves focused attention to some aspect of behavior or thinking. Second stage, which is self-judgment. So in this stage, it involves identifying progress toward targeted performance. And the last stage, it is a stage where it needs skills in determining learning targets and further instruction that will enhance their learning. The students should be aware of options for further goals and instruction. And now let's proceed to a theoretical rationale for enhancing self-assessment theories, and it has three areas. First area is the cognitive and constructivist theories of learning and motivation. Self-assessment is an essential component of cognitive and constructivist theories of learning and motivation. In this theory, which students construct meaning in part by self-assessing prior to and during learning. Students organize, evaluate, and internalize when learning, and self-assessment is part of that process. Second theory is a metacognition theory. It involves the capacity to monitor, evaluate, and know what to do to improve performance. It is a set of skills that relate positively to increased achievement, and such skills can be taught to students. The third one and the last one is the self-efficacy theory. It is a well-established students engage depends upon students. Self-efficacy believes it is a perception of their ability to do well on a specific task and the value of doing well. According to the book of Understanding Assessment in Primary Education, modeling and explaining are two effective strategies to illustrate the processes of self-assessment to pupils by explaining and showing pupils how to assess the learning of other pupils and generate targets for their development. It provides an opportunity for pupils to ask questions and for you to reiterate key points of the process, such as the link with the learning outcomes and success criteria of the lesson. Peer assessment, it involves pupils assessing each other's work, and it helps pupils gain a clearer understanding of assessment, identify what they still need to learn, and work towards bridging the gap. Peer assessment is effective in that there is a significant increase in the motivation to learn, and a further advantage of peer assessment, it enhances pupils' personal, social, and emotional development, their thinking skills, and roles of citizenship. According to RAG of 2001, as they are required to communicate with their peers in a non-judgmental way. Peer assessment works well with presentations by pupils, written work, mathematical calculations, practical work, posters, and portfolios, but its success depends on how well your teacher have prepared the class in the strategies of peer assessment. And now you already have an idea what is self-assessment, what is peer assessment, why use self-assessment, and the student self-assessment cycle, and the three theories and the advantages of peer assessment. At this point, let's know and dig deeper how to incorporate self-assessment and peer assessment across subjects. How to incorporate self and peer assessment in English subject. So first, in self-assessment, it has underlying principles or steps in self-assessment that's suggested by Andrade and Valchiva in 2009. First is articulating expectations, self-assessing, and the third one is revising. So there are several methods in using self-assessment successfully in the ASL or AFL classroom setting, such as using progress cards, report keeping devices, questionnaires, reading skills, and checklists. In peer assessment, it can enhance students' learning experiences, promote collaboration, and provide valuable feedback. And here are some strategies for integrating self-assessment in the English subject, especially in the elementary grades. First is grammar and vocabulary journals. So you can, as a teacher, you can ask students to keep grammar and vocabulary journals where they record new words or phrases they have learned. And the last one is peer editing and revisions. When you incorporate self-assessment in mathematics subjects, it involves students themselves as an agent of evaluation process through different strategies, and it also contributes to helping students in recognizing the necessary skills to everyday and working life. In peer assessment, it is where students evaluate each other's works using the criteria you have provided. This helps students gain a deeper understanding of the assessment criteria and allows for collaborative learning. You can use various strategies steps that when you're integrating or incorporating self and peer assessment in this particular subject. Now we have science subjects. So self-assessment allows students to become more scientific in their thinking and questioning, and it also pushes students to involve in the scientific process when you integrate self-assessment in this particular subject. And there are strong relationships between a student's ability to self-assess and reflect with their ability to create and adapt their scientific investigation. So now let's take for this example. Students would be given the topic of osmosis and asked to demonstrate their understanding through pictures. So the students, they are going to identify their way of mapping their thinking and found areas of thinking where there still needed to be development. So concept mapping was a way for students to monitor their thinking as well as to see progress. Great peer assessment in this subject, so it can enhance students' understanding of scientific concepts, improve their communication skills, and promote collaboration. So first strategy that you have to imply when you use is science poster presentations, assigned projects where students create science posters or visual presentations on specific topics. So after presentations, the peers can assess the content, visuals, and presentations skills using a provided rubric. And the second strategy is collaborative research projects. So you have to encourage students to work in a peers or small groups for research projects. Have peers assess each other's research methods, data collection, analysis, and overall contributions to the project.